Welcome to video 4 of Dorie and Bob. I know you're thinking, hey, what is this crazy man thinking? We just did video 2. Well, I got discombobulated, miscounted, got lost, whatever. My counts were off. This is video 4. I promise you. Anyway, we're going to get to finishing it up. So stick around. I'll show you how we're going to do it when we come right back. All right, well, if you remember in the last video, I had here and one right here, and I had another one. Let me find where it was at. I don't remember where it was at now, but I'll find it. I had 3 minor nicks that I wanted to fix, and I told you I was prepared for it. Well, I am. We're going to be painting the tops of the letters, and I'm going to be painting the insides here around the letters black so that they stand out a little better. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make my own little concoction of wood filler. I just take my wood glue and I take some of the sawdust that I save. I always save sawdust off my projects, and I just create myself my own little bright colored wood filler, and does a good job of helping us recover from things like this. So when you nick them, you don't excuse me, when you nick them, you're not quite as concerned about what happened, because you can fix it. So that's what we're going to do. So we'll just take a little bit of the glob right here, pardon my hands for being in the way. A little bit of the glob there. I want to fix this letter. It's not necessarily a nick, but it's got a little flake off in it, so we're going to fix that as well. Okay. Well, my fingers keep pulling it out. There we go. I got it. Oh, here it is, on the ampersand. I knew I had one more spot I wanted to fix. So we're going to give those 3 spots a chance to dry, and while they are drying, we're going to continue on with some of the painting, and we'll get going with that. So hang on, we'll be right back. All right, as you can tell, I've got the setup for the painting. We're just going to load up the brush and get some of the excess water off. See what, I'm going to swap places with that, and we'll just dip into some of the paint. I'm just using a black acrylic paint, and all I'm going to be doing is just painting down inside, and we'll bring it up to the edges. Now this is the painstaking part of the process, because I want to eliminate as much overpainting as I can up onto the board. So you just take your time. This is just a black acrylic paint, and I'm not worried about it being used outdoors, because I will have this sign coated with a very good premium quality clear coat marine grade varnish, which is my go-to finish. It's called Halcyon, Halcyon, Again, it's a marine grade varnish, and it is really good. I really like the way it works and covers and protects, and so that's what I will be using. I will check back in with y'all here in a little bit when I have all the painting done, and I will also have sanded off and prepped the areas that I just repaired. So we will have made quite a bit of progress off camera when I come back. So I will see y'all momentarily. All right, as you can see, we have the black cloud effect painted around all the wording. Next thing is to do the white on the top, and then I'm going to decide, do I want to do black around the out shape of Texas or not. I'm going to decide that a little bit later on, but anyway, I'm fixing to get this thing turned around, and we're going to start painting the white on top of the letters. Okay, all right, off camera, I went ahead and sprayed a coat of the Halcyon on top to help seal things in, and that's just going to help keep things from bleeding. So but now we're going to paint with this one shot. This is a premium automotive paint enamel that was developed for pinstriping, and the name One Shot really is apropos. It covers in pretty much one coat, or one shot, if you will. Again, this video is probably going to take several days to complete, because after I start applying the Halcyon, I need to give it, I can apply a maximum of 4 coats in a day, and like I said, I typically like to put 6 to 8 coats for my exterior signs, so that means I've got to break it out into 2 days just for the clear coating. Alright, this gives you an idea of what I'm going to do. So I'm going to go ahead and finish all the rest of this, the letters here, and then I'll decide if I want to put the black inside the out shape of Texas, but we'll see. So I'll be back in just a few seconds. Alright, we're going to be a little bit more noisy. We're going to be moving over to the bandsaw. And now we're going to be cutting out the rough shape of Texas. As you can see, I've already removed a lot of the board, but now to the bandsaw, we're going to be getting into the finished cut. And so I've got to run my shop vacuum as well. So it's going to be a little noisy, so you know I'll have you some music on. So here we go. Okay, this is not the finished shape, obviously. I've got just kind of a rough cutout done. So now what I'm going to do, and I'll do this off camera rather than boring y'all, is I will do the finesse cutting on it, and that's going to take, you know, more time to do it. But when I come back, we will have it all cut out, and we'll be ready to do some more touch up, and then we'll get the clear coat applied. So hang on, we'll be right back. All right, there is the rough shape. I've got to do some finesse sanding, obviously, but there is the rough shape cut out with the bandsaw. And I think this one's gonna be cute when it's all done. I'm looking forward to getting this one finished. I hope Dorie and Bob are liking what they're seeing. When I come back, we'll be doing some sanding, so stick around. We'll be right back. All right, there you go. The only thing I have left to do is to put more coats of the Halcyon on it, but we do have it finished to the size and the shape. And I do have some white touch-up on there that I need to let dry before I start applying the rest of the clear coat, but we'll get the clear coat applied later this afternoon. So we're real close to wrapping this one up. So stick around. I'll be right back and we'll be applying the final coats of the Halcyon. All right, well, what you're looking at is 3 coats of the Halcyon that's been applied to the sign. I'm going to put one more coat on tonight, but as you can see, it just pops the grains out, and it just has such a pretty effect. That's the reason it has become my favorite and my go-to finish for all of my my signs, and actually I actually use it on a lot of my woodworking projects for in the house as well, my furniture stuff. So I'm gonna put another coat on tonight. That'll be 4 for today, and then in the morning I'll put one on before I leave. I have to I'll be gone the majority of the day during the daytime tomorrow, but I'll get up early in the morning and I'll put a coat on, and then when I get back I could probably add a couple of 2 or 3 more coats. If I can get 3 coats on, then that'll be 8 coats, and that's what I want to put on here is 8 total coats. So I'm going to try to get that done as quick as I can. If I can get 8 coats applied between now and tomorrow, then we can probably get this thing shipped out either Thursday or Friday, which is I'm going to try to do. But anyway, it's coming along. So when I come back, I will have added the 2 eye hooks for hanging it. My customer Bob is going to hang it himself, but I told him I'd put eye hooks in there for him, and then we'll be getting this thing wrapped up and shipped out. So stick around, we're almost there. Welcome to the conclusion of Dorie and Bob. Hey, this one was a fun one to make, being a Texan, making it for a Texan who's currently in another state right now. Hopefully bringing some hometown feel back to her. But anyway, I do appreciate everyone sticking through 4 videos on this one. I had a lot of fun making it, and I appreciate Dorie and Bob reaching out to me and asking me to do this for them. As a wrap up, if you recall, we used 3 different pieces of 1x cedar laminated together. It was all out of the same board, but it was 3 different pieces. And then we also used the laser. I love my AP laser, Model SN 1812. We used that for the layout, and then we used the Halcyon for the finish. And it just brings out the grain, makes it pop, and really highlights everything. It's a really nice glossy finish to it. It's going to be well protected for the elements. So the last thing I have to do before I ship this, I'm letting this cure for a few more days before I ship it, but the last thing I have to do is to add the eye bolts for hanging. I told Bob I'd do that for him. So I'll get those added before I get it shipped out. But I really appreciate Dorie and Bob reaching out to me. Like I said, it's my honor and my pleasure to have done this one, and I thank them for reaching out to me. Bob, thank you for your service. He is retired military, so thank you very much, sir, from one vet to another. Thank you, sir. So until my next project, if you would, please hug all your family and friends. Let them know you love them, and God bless.